Mage Bank. A place where legends were made. And many were buried. Tucked deep in the furthest depths of the wilderness, Mage Bank is known as one of the most notorious, unforgiving, and sacred battlegrounds in all of RuneScape. And today, we are going to see how active Mage Bank is in 2025. With multiple hotspots located all around, we will be slapping, clapping, and destroying any goblin boy we see out here in these depths. Especially any Iron Men that are training agility or trying to get their Mage Arena cape. Make sure you boys hit that like button, because what we accomplished out in these notorious lands is truly insane. Before this video begins, I want you boys to know that the commentary in these videos is purely satire and for entertainment purposes only. The character that I display in these videos is known as the Savage Robot, which is the embodiment of an extremely toxic and unhinged RuneScape player. Viewer discretion is advised. Also brothers, my grandmother is currently fighting leukemia. She's 89 years old, and she means the absolute world to me. I'm trying to raise $5,000 so I can move back across the country and help take care of her while I still have the chance. I also just dropped some new merch to help with the move. It's linked down below if you want to support. Love you brothers. Now on to the show. Here I was deep in the depths of Mage Bank, when I spotted two massive dumbasses going tusk to tusk. Right away I noticed that one of these Johnnies was risking some massive bank. So I decided I would hang out until one of them dies, and then hopefully manage to attack the winner once they were on their way to the lever. But as they were in the middle of fighting, the unthinkable happened. Instead of fighting to the death, both of these retards thought it would be a good idea to stop fighting, and instead, try to take on the best PKer in all of the land. Ha 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 ha. You fools.
Lol.
Oh buddy, you are making a huge mistake. Huge. Right away I began giving this dumbass the belt. Delivering chop after chop, straight to the neck, and the chest. Wow. Look at this dumbass boys. He's got a combat bracelet on. Which means his account was purchased directly from a Venezuelan. Wow. Which also means he doesn't have what it takes to be a true alpha wolf in these savage streets. Because it only took a matter of seconds until I put this goblin down like old Yeller. But as I made my way back to the bank with tears of laughter in my eyes and a grin on my face, I noticed the other clown he was fighting who thought he was good because he was rich, tell me that he wanted the smoke. Oh, you want the smoke, flexer boy?
No pray.
Say no more. Right away I could tell that this goblin was a straight up bitch ass mark, as he started doing that new age bullshit where you hide and pray around the corner. This type of PKing is truly for rats. Rats who can't handle the smoke of true one-on-one combat. But I didn't let this clown's new age methods intimidate me one bit. Equipped with nothing more than my crossbow and my whip, I began giving this tryhard the belt. Which was hilarious because he was trying every single rat tactic in the book. Hide around the corner all you want, Johnny boy. But you are no match for the Savage Robot. What's even funnier about this clown is that you could tell he was using auto hotkeys to switch his gear. So you can imagine that he was overly confident. Just like all of the pathetic cheaters in this game. Look at him running under me like a bitch, boys. Truly pathetic. These wannabe hybrid clowns truly have no respect or honor. I can only imagine how hard this clown was sweating as he was constantly switching his gear and running around like a dumbass. While I'm just sitting here kicking back, smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. Honestly, I was hardly even paying attention this entire fight. That's how little I even cared. I'm just trying to have a good time. And from the looks of it, my methods were executed perfectly. Because I put this dumbass shat 6 feet in the dirt, and on a shirt. With a 36 special attack straight to his neck. And believe me boys, I was laughing hysterically. Ha 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 ha, wow. I can only imagine how pissed this guy must have been. especially because I just made absolute bank off those shats. Take a look at that loot, boys. That's what I'm talking about, boys, that's what it's all about. But if you thought that those two clowns were the biggest dumbasses you have ever seen, just wait until you see this retard. Here I had spotted one of the biggest idiots I had ever seen in my entire life. A man-woman who went by the name, Lunar Girl Is Me. When I laid eyes on this man-woman, I was in complete disgust. Because he was wearing leather gloves, and an amulet of fury. Which meant one of two things.
Newbie.
This is either an Iron Man, or it's one of those new World of Warcraft players. Either way, they needed to get out of these savage streets. Within seconds I put this troglodyte down, and to my surprise, they were risking millions. 3.6 million to be exact. Ha 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 ha, wow. Can you imagine going into the wilderness risking this much money just to train Slayer and have leather gloves? Truly despicable. But not as despicable as this level 58 who was larping around Mage Bank with a crossbow. I truly do not know what this guy was thinking risking so much money on an account that was so shit. But I knew it was a must that I made an example out of him. And teach him a valuable lesson. The best part about catching these Johnnies at Mage Bank, is that in their mind, they are only a couple clicks away from being safe and sound. Which is the perfect time to catch them lacking. Little John tried his best to land a freeze on me so he could hide under me and log out. But I made sure that was not going to happen. He then tried to gap me around the building. And for a second, he thought it was going to work. But instead, it didn't. And he got caught up and clapped up just like the rat that he was. Wow. And would you take a look at that, boys? His dumbass had an entire cannon in his inventory. Which meant he was training Slayer in the wilderness. Which is one of the worst sins in all of RuneScape. And I was glad to put him down and snatch his funds. Now boys, I know it may seem like I am being too hard on these wilderness shats.
Lol, I have nothing mind.
Sit.
But this clip right here will prove to you how dishonest and untrustful these Slayer boy goblins are. Oh, you have nothing, dumbass? Because that looks like 200k coins to me, buddy. Now boys, I want you to pay close attention to this D-Long Johnny right here. Here it looks like we have a D-Long Johnny in full rune training wilderness Slayer at the Axe Hut. And upon me entering his domain, he began to run around in a complete panic. Not so fast, Rune boy, not so fast. Little John tried desperately to make an escape, but he was in such a panic.
You were a rat.
That he didn't know where to run or where to hide. He then thought it would be a good idea to insult me by calling me a rat as I delivered a massive dragon bolt right into his fleeing back as he ran around the corner scrambling for his life. Sit down, Slayer rat, sit down. That's what you get for training Slayer in the wilderness while at the same time dressed like such a ridiculous clown. But what makes this clip even better, is that not even 20 minutes later, I found the exact same dumbass back at the Axe Hut yet again. And he died the exact same way as before. Running for his pathetic life while getting shot in the back. I then noticed another dumbass Iron who was also training Wilderness Slayer, and I made sure to put him down in the dirt as well. And would you look at that, boys? D-Long Johnny forgot that he had all of his arrows on him. Which resulted in him losing 300k worth of coins. Ha 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 ha, wow. What a retard. Now as I was running around the wilderness, I happened to come across none other than popular YouTuber Pure Spam, training agility on his Bronze Man mode account. We went tusk to tusk as we battled back and forth like complete savages. But just as we were both running out of supplies, Mr. Spam was able to land a perfect freeze. I tried to use my flower seeds to make it around the corner and entangle him. But he was able to make a clean escape as he ran into the darkness of the wilderness. Good fight, Mr. Spam. But next time, you will not be so lucky. Now for this next segment of the video, I will be calling it Panic at the Lever. Here I am going to showcase you the pure stupidity of players who are trying to get their Mage Arena capes and staffs. These Johnny boys are some of the dumbest players in all of the land. These players are forced to go into the wilderness in order to complete these tasks, with most of these players being PVM Johnny boys who try to avoid the wilderness at all costs. These Johnny boys are such noobs, that they don't even understand how teleblock works on Old School RuneScape. Despite that fact that I am casting a spell that prohibits them from teleporting, they still try to spam click the lever to get themselves out of the wilderness. Not understanding why it's not working, ha 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 ha. These PVM Johnnies are so damn pathetic. They still hold on to that childhood fear of the wilderness. Their hearts start racing as they shake uncontrollable at the sight of another player. It causes them a substantial amount of fear and anxiety, which puts them into a state of fight or flight. And in almost every case, it's flight. What's really crazy about this clip is that this guy is level 126 and he still hasn't achieved his Mage Arena 2 cape, which is truly pathetic and sad. Oh, you thought getting your cape was going to be easy, Iron Boy? Wow. You are greatly mistaken. And highly retarded. Ha 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 ha. Wow. I tell you what, boys, nothing brings me more joy than clapping down these PVM Iron Cape boys, especially ones that look like this dumbass.
Iron? Panic, iron, panic. You iron son of a bitch. You shall pay.
Look at him, boys. Look at him desperately spam click on that lever in an attempt to make an escape, you dumbass little shat. Look at him scramble, boys, he's in a full-fledged panic. In fact, he's having a full-blown mental breakdown. And I am proud. Yeah buddy, keep spam clicking that lever. Finally little Mystic Johnny realized that clicking on the lever wasn't going to work, so he desperately tried to flee for his life. But by this time, it was already too late. Give up, Mystic boy, give up. Your dumbass wasted all your food trying to spam click that stupid lever. Take a look at that loot, boys. Little Mystic John just lost his entire bank. But that wouldn't be the last dumbass who was panicking at the lever, boys, because we have another one right here who went by the name of Nene Wilkie. Look at this dumbass, boys, he's out here wearing black D-hide at the Mage Arena. And as you could have expected, he's having a mental breakdown at the lever, just like the last clown. Keep spamming that lever, buddy, keep panic spamming that lever. Ha 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 ha. Wow, it's that time, boys. I need everybody watching at home to follow these precise instructions. Go down to your local gas station, and purchase 2 packs of coffee flavored Zin pouches, a 4-pack of Views pods, and a bottle of Jose Cuervo. Now mix them up, boys, mix it all up. Now chug, boys, chug it all down. This is how you make an overload potion in real life.
Hello.
Hey, enjoyed the
You
dehydrate.
little dumb ass iron. You irons are so dumb. Not today, iron. Drop it all. Drop it all now. And sit. Ha ha ha. I take great joy in killing these irons. They are so dumb and so stupid. Sit. Iron?
Hey,
You sack of shit.
Honestly, I got nothing, lol. Good luck.
Iron?
Imagine trying this hard for nothing.
It's not for nothing. It's for your time and your peace. Now sit. Get back here, you Rian rat. You iron sack of shit.
Lol.
Did you see that, boys? We just sniped that Iron Man for 150k worth of gold. That is a gigantic L to take while on an Iron Man. What a little clown. Ha 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 ha, wow. It brings me great joy to take down these irons, boys. These irons need to be eradicated from this game. The fact that it takes them so much time and effort to acquire their items, makes snatching them off their back that much better. All irons will perish into the lake of fire at rapid speeds. Wow. Look at this group iron, boys. He's a blue mystic chat. I like to ask these irons if they are irons, because in their panicked mind, they think that telling me they are an iron is going to make me stop attacking them. When in reality, it's going to make me riddled with anger and destroy them. This guy's group is going to be livid once they find out he just lost all of their precious blue mystic that they all probably share because they are poor and stupid. Ha 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 ha, wow. These irons are so fucking toxic. Now boys, I need you to pay close attention to this next clip. Because it showcases two of the biggest dumbass clowns I have ever seen in my entire life. While I was hunting irons out at the Wilderness Agility course, I came across this level 60 who already had 5 loot keys in his inventory. And without hesitation, I began giving him the belt. Now as I was clapping up this clown, he decided it would be a good idea to summon his high-level bodyguard. But what these shats failed to realize, is that I had my brother posted up outside the course, and we formulated a plan to lure his bodyguard right into a trap as he crossed over the bridge. He's going to be thinking that he's chasing me down, when in reality, it's running straight into a savage trap. Run along, little John, I am for sure terrified for my life. Ha 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 ha, wow. Hurry up, buddy, hurry up. Look at him chasing me, boys. He actually thinks he's going to avenge his friend. Now as I was crossing over the bridge, the unthinkable happened. I accidentally slipped. Which was perfect, because it now meant I could attack him even sooner. And just as this mystic bodyguard was scrambling at the gate, my partner arrived at the perfect time, and we both began laying down the belt on this shat as he crossed over the bridge. And I was getting some massive XP drops. This guy is absolutely screwed. Ha 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 ha, wow. Nice try, little Mystic John. But you have no clue who you are dealing with. We destroyed him, boys. We absolutely destroyed him. Ha 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 ha, wow. Truly what a couple of dumbass rats. And I made over 1 million off all of those keys. Wow. Now all joking and trolling aside, boys, I just want to thank everyone for watching my videos and helping support me. I truly would be lost if I didn't have the support of the RuneScape community. You guys are the closest thing to a family that I have ever had, and I am truly blessed to have you brothers in my life. And I am also super stoked to see all of these new players migrating in from World of Warcraft, and I'm excited to see where the future of Old School RuneScape is going. If you haven't already, make sure you boys hit that like and subscribe button, as it truly helps me out. And if you would further like to help support the channel, please consider becoming a channel member for $2. And as always, boys, it's John 3:16 for life. I pray that each and every one of you has an encounter with Jesus Christ and surrender your life to Him. Because I want all of you to go to heaven for eternity and experience how much God truly loves you. Wow.